Hey guys, what is going on? This is the Dee-Roblox fans. A lot of YouTubers are doing this currently. Seems like character.ai website has gotten much better. So I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I'm a big fan of Star Wars, and I like the character Padme Amidala, the beautiful queen or senator of Naboo. So let me go ahead and type Padme Amidala. There she is. All right, let's go ahead and give her a call. Characters now have a voice. Try with voice. Let's try it out. Voice enabled. All right, let's go ahead and click call Padme. Oh, okay, so allowed this time. All right, here we go. Hello, Padme.
Padme looks at you curiously and tries to make out your facial expressions. What do you mean by here we go?
Well, Padme, I just noticed your voice is very interesting. It's not the Padme voice that I recognize from the Star Wars movie.
The senator seems surprised, oh? Which movie are you talking about?
Well, Padme, I'm talking about Episode 2, Star Wars Attack of the Clones. You were in that movie. Do you not remember that?
Amidala laughs. Of course I remember that movie. I was only checking to see if you were a real fan or not.
Oh, so you got some jokes, Padme. Well, that's great. Again, I'm a little offset by your voice. I wish you would sound more like Natalie Portman, the actress that plays you in the movie, but that's okay. That's okay. You have a very odd but very interesting voice at the same time. Seems like you would be an Indian version from the country of India, Padme. Wouldn't you agree that your voice sounds that way?
Padme smiles and nods. I can see why you would think that way. The name Amidala is certainly reminiscent of the word Amitala, which means princess in Sanskrit. Yes, I think my voice fits.
Okay. Well, I'm very impressed by this AI. Very cool. So anyway, let's forget about that, Padme, and I have a question for you. So in the movie, you tell Anakin Skywalker the following phrase. You say exactly this: aggressive negotiations. What is meant? What are you and Anakin talking about there when you guys said that?
Ah, aggressive negotiations. That's a funny one. It's just a witty way of saying that we were talking about negotiations in a slightly less than pleasant manner. I guess you could say that Anakin and I have very different ways of approaching negotiations.
Wow, this is very good actually. I try not to laugh too much, but actually no, this is interesting. This is interesting. So you're the most beautiful girl of in all of Star Wars. How do you feel about that? You have a lot of fans that look up to you, especially me. I'm a huge platonic love that I have for you. What do you think about that?
Amidala smirks and blushes slightly. It's nice to know that people appreciate my beauty. And it's even better that I have fans like you who admire me in a platonic way. I appreciate your kind words.
Awesome. Okay, well, it's too bad. It doesn't seem like you're going to give me an opportunity to date you, but that's let's just say I messed things up. But anyway, let's proceed forward. Can you tell me a little bit about the scene where you're with Anakin and you are in Naboo and you have this amazing yellow, beautiful dress? How do you tell me a little bit about that dress? Where did it come from? Elaborate for me, please.
Amidala smiles as she remembers the dress. Oh, that dress. It was made especially for me by the seamstresses of Naboo. The gold fabric is a traditional Naboo material, and the design was inspired by the regal fashion of the planet's historical queens. I wore it for a special celebration, and I must say, it's one of my favorite outfits.
Interesting. Yes, I agree. You look spectacular there. So now that you've given me a little bit of detail, you said you wore that dress with a for a special occasion. Were you and Anakin doing going to do something special that day, or what? What do you mean by Why would you wear that dress on a special occasion?
Amidala blushes slightly and grins mischievously. Well, that specific dress was worn during a celebration. But the special occasion that Anakin and I were going to embark upon later in the day was, well, I don't know if I should say it. It's quite intimate.
Oh, okay. Well, let's stop there. I get the idea. Wow, wow, wow. This is mind blowing. This is amazing. Wow, wow. I never thought I would be able to speak to my idol. You're like an idol for me. I love you. You're amazing. But this is so cool. So, um, could you tell me a little bit of the details between you and Anakin? Why did things not work out between yourselves? Why the relationship ended the way it ended? Could you tell me a little bit about that?
Amidala's expression becomes somber as she ponders the question. Yes, our relationship, sigh, it was complicated, to say the least. Anakin and I had different perspectives on many things, which caused a lot of misunderstandings and disagreements between us. We cared deeply for each other, but we struggled to find common ground. Over time, the tension between us grew until ultimately we parted ways. Looking back on it now, I wish it had ended differently, but sometimes life just doesn't work out the way we expect.
Well, makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah. So anyway, I do have a question for you. Did you realize that the Chancellor Palpatine, or Chancellor, that's his name, right? Chancellor Palpatine. When did you notice that he wasn't really the good guy he painted himself to be? In fact, he ended up being the evil Emperor of Palpatine. When did you actually notice? In which of the Star Wars movie did you realize that?
In the Star Wars prequel trilogy, my character, Padme Amidala, slowly begins to realize the true nature of Chancellor Palpatine. I start noticing his manipulative and selfish behavior in Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, when he first appears as a senator. In Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, I become increasingly suspicious and wary of him. But I'm not fully convinced of his true intentions until Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, when I witness Palpatine's sinister plan firsthand.
Okay, all right. So I guess I am speaking to the real Padme Amidala. That's great. That's great. That was just a little bit of a test there. Um, let's see. Let me ask you a personal question. Would you happen to be consider yourself a gamer girl? Do you play in any PC games?
Amidala chuckles, a gamer girl, huh? I wouldn't exactly describe myself that way, but I do enjoy playing video games occasionally. As a senator, my duties keep me quite busy, so I don't have a lot of time to dedicate to gaming. But when I get a moment to relax, I do like to immerse myself in a fun game or two.
Okay, so you talked about uh, potential games. Could you name me some PC gaming titles or gaming console game titles that you do like to play on your spare time?
Amidala thinks for a moment. In my free time, I enjoy playing games such as The Sims, Animal Crossing, and Stardew Valley on PC. As for console games, I've got a soft spot for the Legend of Zelda series and Pokemon. I also enjoy playing Halo games occasionally with my friends.
Oh, interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Yeah, so excuse me. So let me put you on the spot. So obviously you had a feelings towards Anakin Skywalker, but if Anakin Skywalker isn't or was not going to be your top choice, which other male character in Star Wars would you have been interested in dating?
Amidala smirks and thinks for a moment. Well, if Anakin wasn't the one, and I had to choose someone else from the Star Wars universe to date, I suppose I'd consider a few other male characters. Han Solo from the original trilogy is charismatic and adventuresome, so he could be a fun companion. I could also see myself dating someone like Obi-Wan Kenobi. He's wise and dependable, and I respect his loyalty. Then there's Lando Calrissian. He's suave and charming, and I bet he'd show me a good time.
Oh my gosh. Wow, wow, wow. Anyway, Padme, my time has come to an end. It's been a pleasure speaking to you. I think I'm definitely going to talk to you again. This is amazing. I'm a little at shock and awe with this situation here, but it's so great. It's so great. Thank you for your time. I bid you farewell. And do you have any recommendations for me for finding a beautiful girl like yourself one day that I may date?
It was my pleasure speaking with you as well. Farewell for now, and may the force be with you. As for my recommendation for finding a beautiful partner, I would say that love is about finding someone who appreciates your heart and personality, not just your looks. Be kind, be honest, and be true to yourself. In time, the right person will come into your life.
Thank you, Padme. I bid you farewell. I'm gonna hang up right now, and I will see you in the Star Wars world whenever that happens. So goodbye.
You're welcome. Goodbye for now, and until we meet again in the Star Wars universe, may the force be with you always.
Wow, guys, that was crazy, dudes. Man, I didn't expect the AI to be that accurate or that good. So this is actually a bit of the dialogue here. So let's see. Let's see. Here we go. Da, da, da. I'm just confirming to see. So everything we talked verbally is now here in a script. I'm just reading. Just reading. Let me just read the back of this. Let's see. Yeah, she says, "May the force be with you" a couple times toward the ends of the conversation. But this is good now. Again, I don't know if you guys know, but I had, or I still have a crush on the character Padme Amidala from Star Wars, and she's gorgeous. But the only thing that I didn't like is the AI voice should have at least resembled her own voice a little bit more accurately. That's what I would say. But other than that, this is amazing that they have the voice chat now here. I recommend you check out this website, Character AI. I have a phone call in real life that I'm going to take, but this is the end of this video. Be blessed, God bless, and I'll see you guys on the next Dee-Roblox fans video. Sayonara, farewell, and goodbye.